Okay, so basically, in option one, if they come in at option one at $5,000, you're going to give them 20% of the gate. Now, you're expecting how many people at the event?
Throughout the night, at one time, it'll probably be 1,000 people there. And throughout the night, we're looking probably at somewhere around 1,300 people. Because, you know, people, if we're roping off the outside. And so, you know, it's a red carpet event. So it'll be room, you know, for people to be outside and mingle, and people that smoke, you know, they'll be outside and mingle. So it's more room than actually inside the building. And then people they transition. It's a festival, so they'll transition in and out. They can come in and out with their either, you know, their badge or their wristband.
Got it. And so basically what you're saying, if they host your comic release party, they put $5,000 in to help, and what will you do with that? Just for example, what would you do with that kind of money, and what kind of things are you trying to do?
Well, essentially, the $5,000 helps with, you know, we might want, you know, another entertainer that's in the city, which it'll be tons of them. The comic book world runs the movie theaters, and so you're going to have, you know, stars all over the place, and they'll be giving us a call saying, hey, look, we'd love to stop by and say something. Just so you know, when they're not on set or artists are performing, they're getting paid to show up somewhere. Well, they do their job when they show up. They talk to you and they deal with you, and 90% of the time they're, you know, extremely open people in those type of situations. And so we'll have you know, most of that will be being able to, you know, bring in if Billy D. Williams or someone is in the neighborhood and he wants to come by the event, you know, we can take care of him and get him what he needs. Come hang out with us, and I use Billy D. Williams because Billy D. Williams is a part of the project. We one of the singles that's released out there is called Lando. Comes from Lando Calrissian, and Billy D. Williams is, you know, is a cool James Bond type cat, and that's where we're going with it. You got to be Lando, and instead of, you know, using swag, I'm sure you guys are familiar with that. Lando is a better, you know, it's a much higher level than swag. Swag is attitude. Lando is how you treat people in your character.
Okay. And let me just a couple more questions. Comic-Con is mid-July, correct?
Comic-Con starts July 21st through the 24th. Everybody usually get there on Tuesday, which is like the 21st to set up and that kind of thing. So the city is jumping crazy on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then the opening night is Thursday for us on the 21st of July.
Okay, so basically you're talking about if people decide they want to come in on this or talk to you about this, you're talking about them coming in with $5,000. Basically 2 months from now, you're going to give them their 5 plus 20% on top of that, right?
Yes, sir.
Is that how that reads?
That's how that reads.
Okay. Now, in addition to that, obviously, you're going to give them some props at the event and create some opportunities for them to get exposure or get their product sold or whatever.
Definitely. We'll give you mentions. We'll talk about your product. You know, early on. Whatever materials you have to give out, we'll make sure, you know, people are taking those, and you'll be billed on the flyer. We can add you to our website, your link, and mind you, we probably see in between 50 and 60,000 people just on our website every week, and we've sold over 67,000 downloads of the new record. So
wow,
yeah,
that's impressive.
we'll have you all over. Yeah, we'll have you all over our websites, and our network system is huge. Our Twitter. Essentially, what we do, we build a partnership, and part of that partnership is cross marketing with what we do, with what you have. Hope being that it's something that is about helping people and developing positive mode.
And let me just say this. This is pretty low risk. You've already sold bunches of tickets to this already, right? Or you've got people lined up to come, or what?
Yeah. This is way low risk. This is a no-brainer. Just to give you a quick example, we did 10 days of Sundance. I had our first night was essentially what we call a warm-up, and we sold out the warm-up, and people were paying $85 to get in a warm-up. We didn't even have any entertainment because it was just a festival. Obviously, our name is out there. We've been doing this for a long time. People want to come to our events. Our ambiance is really, really cool. So,
you're also talking about the Hard Rock.
It's really a no-brainer. I mean, how many people are doing events at the Hard Rock?
I know where that Hard Rock is. It's a great location, guys. If you've never been to this Gaslamp district in San Diego, man, that is a happening area. That place is going to be swarmed. You said 150,000 or 200,000, or how many people are there?
It was 150,000 people, over 150,000 people last year. Mind you, the Hard Rock is literally across the street from the hotel, and I mean we're in the cul-de-sac. We are I don't know, maybe 100 feet away from the Civic Center. We're in a cul-de-sac where the Hard Rock Hotel is, which is, we're in the happeningest spot for this type of event. It's just crazy.
It's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, it's an awesome time.
If you guys, if this is interesting to you, you obviously get to hang around with Pierre. You get to hang around with his entourage. You get to hang around with the VIPs. You get to hang around with the comic book stars. You get to hang around with the rock bands and celebrities and the hip hop groups that are there. And obviously this is a little bit different. Okay, we've never done anything like this before, but I can tell you right now, Pierre and I are working very closely together on a number of projects, including this Michael Jordan Bike Night, which is going to be huge, and we're going to have all kinds of VIPs there, and we're also working together on other events, other celebrity events, other things. And so this is just an opportunity that came up. I don't normally do things like that, Pierre, but I just thought you're such a great person, and you've got some cool stuff going on. I thought it would be worth it to do this unstructured kind of webinar and just let people know there's a bigger world out there. There's some amazing crap going on out there. There's some big-time players, and if you can get hitched on to working with a few of them, a guy like Pierre, you can do a lot more things than you're doing right now if you just get into that world.
Just so you can, it's a reason why, Audi, a Sprint, they latch on to the entertainment world, and it's simply because it makes their product spaced up. It blows their product up to another level. It's one thing to sell a product, and then it's one thing to have a spokesman for a product, i.e., the McDonald's, the McDonald's clown. Well, there's not a kid that doesn't know about the McDonald's clown. Well, that guy's a star, and they created the star within the company, and it works. And so if you have a product that needs to be sold, and you latch on to a quality band, a quality group that can help you move their product along with their movement, it's really a no-brainer. We've since have latched on to Audi. Obviously, Michael Jordan brand when he asking us. I mean, he can ask anybody to do an event for him, but he calls us. I've been doing events with Mike for a long time. And Craig Robinson, HVP, which is an incredible branding guy. And you know, along with a slew of other companies. Website, you can kind of see what we do on a consistent basis. We do an event called Straight No Chaser, which is huge. And we do it once a month in Houston. Great to be also there. We do this all over the country. They're a lot of fun, a lot of interesting people. It's a lot of money to be made, and is made every day with what we do.
I got two questions for you there, Pierre. First of all, quickly, what are you doing for Audi, for example?
We're doing 3 commercials. We're co-branding Audi. They're joining the Space Up movement. We'll be doing a 10-city tour with those guys.
Okay.
And we're doing some co-branding.
They want to get connected more to the younger crowd, to the hip kind of crowd. Is that what they're trying to do?
Yeah, they're looking for an urban crowd, but
okay.
with class, urban working class, and that doesn't mean white or black. It just means, you know, people who are more hip and you know, and I don't want to even say that, but
I see what you're saying. I hear what you're saying. I know
they got to compete with the Escalade. You got the Escalade and the Range Rover, and so. But they got to keep it still Audi, you know. It's got to have that class, and that's what we do. We have a movement. We have a great movement that allows for that.
Nice. Okay, let's talk about this second opportunity, which is $10,000, which you put on the screen here. So basically, that is that you would host their own party at the Comic-Con, and tell me how that would work.
And essentially what we do, we take your brand, see what your brand has. We have the entertainment already built into this system. We see what your brand is, how we can merge the products with 1 or 2 different, you know, types of groups. And essentially what we do is we end the night with an incredible event after presenting your product. Or your networking system, whatever it is you're trying to sell. We all are trying to sell something, and so
bingo.
And that's what we do.